Greetings. My name is Arpan Patel. I led finance and operations at Guru for about 2 years. And then prior to that, I've had a long history in FP&A at large companies and in growing startups using old school Cognos to new school Anaplan to now investigating third generation tools such as Abacum to see how well we can improve FP&A people's lives. One of the most impactful ways we used Abacum at Guru was to first and foremost reduce the time spent on collating information across finance and operational information. And what we found was Abacum was the easiest and frictionless way to do that in kind of the third generation FP&A space. To me, that is the probably the most critical feature to have to help finance leaders be able to disseminate and collate that information. Other tools didn't demonstrate to me a way where that is easy, or you need some other resource to help that has more technical expertise. Abacum to me, really springboarded the FP&A paradigm to something a little more frictionless, in addition to a fantastic UI that it built upon some of the second generation tools that we all know of, like Anaplan, Adaptive, that has its pros, but again, the most glaring drag and con, which I think Abacum has uniquely improved upon, the data engineering. With 2,000 plus customers that have various amounts of payment terms and dollar sizes, it's important to understand cash flow and when it's going to kind of come in. And so one of the features of Abacum, it allowed you to basically collate that information that you would need from a booking to a bill to an actual cash receipt into kind of one model, if you will. And this goes back to what I was talking about in terms of data engineering. It allows you to do that process easier. Conversely, we would have done that in Excel. However, as we all know, Excel is faulty, volatile, and likely would have errors. And so the ability to ingest that relatively easily in Abacum saved us, countless amount of times. Not to mention from an audit perspective, having a system to produce that information reliably. We surveyed a lot of, third generation FP&A tools as we were embarking on kind of, let's use a system. Let's get outside of G Sheets, inside of Excel. Abacum really let us have the keys basically to the car without having to fully commit. And to me, that was unique from the competitors to really allow yourself to like dig in to understand how does the UI work? How does the model of the entire kind of construct work? Because everyone uses different language in terms of how a product is actually used. And so to me, that was one of the most impactful benefits was Abacum literally letting us, try before you buy, which I think is rare and I think should be commended. And for me specifically, like case in point, it only took us around less than 90 days to fully implement a three-statement cash flow forecast, which speaks to me the tremendous kind of support that we had from the actual documentation in Abacum. And I would also add the support team within Abacum was really responsive in terms of helping us triage and troubleshoot any problems we may have had. So that was the second thing after we purchased where like Abacum really truly shined above the rest.